Hey guys, happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. Guys, I know most of you guys are going to catch this on the replay because you guys are spending time with your family. Um I'm sitting here enjoying my Thanksgiving and resting, and I saw this clip come across my timeline, and I was like, "Oh no, not again." And I generally don't veer off into Ray J stuff or Ray J news because it doesn't really interest me. I was an avid fan of his sister Brandy. I think she's one of the most prolific singers of the 90s. You know what I'm saying? 2000s. I mean, she her voice has not aged. It's still crisp. She's still doing her thing. She's currently out on tour. So I generally don't delve off into Ray J stuff, but I kind of want to talk about him for a minute. Not in a bad way, but Ray J is the type of person where and I, you know what, I'm not going to go that way because we shouldn't be judges of one another. However, his antics and the stuff that he's been doing on social media in the last 5 years, um, makes you it makes you not take him seriously in some ways. Some of it is business. Some of the stuff that he's been doing, it keeps him relevant. You know what I'm saying? And he understands. So there's a method to the madness in the entertainment industry. So you see him doing certain things, and it's to keep him in the news and keep him um in a position to where he can bring out new brands and new packages and new things to promote. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to feed his family just like everybody else. So he's just dabbling in the entertainment. And sometimes you have to mirror that in your life to keep yourself relevant, to keep the views. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get that. Um, I know one individual who has met him personally. You know what I'm saying? So, people have two lives. I will say this, two lives. Um, one that they put out here on social media and then their actual real life. You meet people, they have this persona and they have this wild, crazy, wacky persona, but then behind the scenes, it's a whole business. You know what I'm saying? And so that's kind of how I perceive him. Um, this newest situation where there was some type of domestic situation at his residence involving pow pow play was simply heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. Here you have an extremely talented individual going in this direction. You know what I'm saying? And this one relationship with the mother of his children, Princess Love, it just hasn't been easy. And I'm not gonna say they haven't had a good relationship in the past, but just what we have seen, what they have put out here, it hasn't been easy for them none of the time. You know what I'm saying? None of the time. There has been allegations of cocaine and drugs and alcohol and domestic violence. You know what I'm saying? And just arguments and all type of situations with this. And they kind of remind me of Krishan and Blueface. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And so you kind of just kind of be like, when are y'all going to understand that y'all may be not good together? Maybe y'all need to try. And it seems like they're having a hard time co-parenting too, as well. But this is a sad commentary. This man is young. You know what I'm saying? Both of them are young, beautiful, attractive. They have so many opportunities to go in the right direction, even if they're not together, but just brand wise to continue to feed their family. But yet they go into this type of situation. Hey, how you doing, Joshua? I said nothing but love you because you deserve it, sir. Happy Thanksgiving to you. I'm not really expecting a whole lot of people to come on this live because I know everybody is on their lives. I mean, not lives, but they're sitting with their family. However, because of the situations that has transpired Thanksgiving looks a little bit different for me this year, and it's all good. It's still all love there. It's just that it's been a month. Okay, so no food in the house is crazy. I'm so sorry to hear that. I am so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry to hear that. I really am sorry to hear that. Josh, drop your cash app in here. Did you drop your cash app? You did. Hold on 1 second, Josh. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna see about you, okay? Hold on 1 second, all right? You hear me? Just hold tight. Hold on, I got you, okay? Hold on, y'all. Is this live? Let me see. Okay, I got you. Hold on, Josh. Y'all, if this live, go just hold tight, y'all, for 1 second. All right, Josh. Josh, let me know when you get it, okay? Let me know when you get it, all right? Yeah, so I'm just like, yo, um, this young man, he's extremely talented, and I'm talking about musically wise. A lot of people say he can't sing better than Brandy, but I don't think it should have ever been a comparison. He sing his way, she sing her way. But as a family, they should have been collaborating a little bit more, and they should have been doing more together. But I feel like they probably been trying to pull him and intervene with him, but I feel like he's been pulling away, pulling the opposite way. And then some people say that he lives in the shadow of his you got it. Okay, happy Thanksgiving. That's for you, Joshua. Happy Thanksgiving. Um I feel like some people say he live in the shadow of his sister. You know what I'm saying? Or he's been suffering with depression because he doesn't have the same caliber of career as his sister. I don't necessarily think that's it, because at the end of the day, people can make out their own life and make it to be how they want it to be. He has the talent, he has to connect. He could have done so much better in life. And I'm not saying he's doing bad. I'm just saying maybe he didn't go in the direction that he wanted to go in. You never know why things happen in people's life. But then there's been an alleged accusation that he's had issues with. He's had experiences with distributing narcotics and stuff in the past. People have said a lot of things about Ray J. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not here to judge him because I don't know the facts. This is just and this show is covered by the Fair Use Act. You know what I'm saying? Um, and this is just simply for entertainment purposes, guys. Nothing major. You know what I'm saying? This is just for entertainment purposes. Yeah, and I want y'all to get that in your head. But I just really wanted to talk about I just wanted to talk about it because he is an interesting individual. He really is. He's a really interesting individual. And his life is interesting to me, and how he's going. And it's like I'm just trying to figure out why how come there hasn't been any help for him. I'm really trying to get to my things, y'all. Hold on 1 second. How come I can't get to my banners? Why can't I get to my banners? Oh, here we go. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, let's do that. And so, listen, listen. So the video that I had featured on my channel and and on my shorts, a couple of videos. This situation is well, you know what? Let's see if we can actually play the video. Well, you guys can go to my channel and see it. Um, so he's sitting in his studio. Looks like he's sitting in his studio. He has the gun. He has the gun out, and his children are there sleeping in the house. And I'm assuming this is like doing a Thanksgiving celebration today. Um, and then things just go left, which kind of makes me believe that there was a situation prior to him going live. And he end up getting arrested. So it's just like, oh my God. And a lot of people been saying that, you know, every time he gets in these type of situations that his family is embarrassed, and so they don't really associate with him. I don't see that. You know what I'm saying? I could see them being frustrated with the situation, but when you got this individual who's been in the limelight all of his life, you know, one way or the other, and you always get eyes on you, that's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure. Celebrities, they walk with a lot of pressure, especially those that have had careers, longevity in the industry. That's a lot of pressure, and they always striving to keep that level of lifestyle, and that's a lot of pressure. A lot of times, people do stuff that they don't necessarily want to do, but they want to stay in the limelight. You know what I'm saying? And so they do the antics and stuff. And I have seen him do certain things, antics, and get on certain reality shows and have certain behavior. Well, for one, you got to think these people, they got to feed their kids. You know what I'm saying? They got to pay for these mortgages. They need the money. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't just coming in easy, and the industry has changed. You know what I'm saying? He not doing music, which I think he need to really focus on that, rebrand himself, and focus on music and get some mental health and get some therapy. You know what I'm saying? I put up one short where he was inebriated allegedly, and he called his therapist over to the house. She came to the house, and she's trying to help him, and he's, you know, he's throwing back the drinks, and she's trying to tell him, you can't do this on being recorded, and he's inebriated. He's just out of his mind. You know what I'm saying? This young man, he needs help. He needs a intervention. And I know his family probably has done this time and time and time over again, but he needs it. You know what I'm saying? This is a cry for help. And now he done got himself in a serious situation with pulling out that gun, having that gun out like that, and the children are in the house and pointing at people allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a cry for help. Now he probably gonna do some time off of this. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. But this situation with him and Princess Love, they need to figure out a way to co-parent in a safe way and forget about being in a relationship. That's just my opinion. Forget about being in a relationship. This is years and years and years of, you know, alleged drug fueled infidelity, abusive actions with these two people. And it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? It's embarrassing. And this is why the culture been laughing at them low key. You know what I'm saying? And not really taking him serious as an artist. You know what I'm saying? And so he finds himself in a certain genre with the comedians, you know what I'm saying, with the reality shows and all of that. And they don't take him serious. And that kind of can affect an individual to where they get depressed and they go to drinking and being drunk all the time, and they on drugs and stuff because they don't feel like they're being taken serious. But look at what you're doing out here. Look at what you're doing. If Brandy has had any type of scandalous situation, you know what I'm saying, it is because somebody done had to dig and find it out. It ain't that, because they don't display no type of stuff like that. And I'm not saying that he's better than her or anything like that. But look how you moving. You got your kids out here on live in this type of situation. Like, somebody got to stop and make some sound decisions. These two need to give it up. Don't even be, no, we're gonna have separate Thanksgivings. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, y'all not, they not good together. They just not good together. Ray J got tons of issues. He got tons of demons that's been talking to him, that's tormenting him, that he need to be free from. You know what I'm saying? He really do. And that's not me passing judgment on nobody or nothing like that. I don't know him personally, but what I have seen, I'm just making an observation by what I have seen. And it's not good for this young man. I think this man is talented. I think he has a way of getting money. I think that, you know, he can maneuver and be in you know, certain areas in the industry and thrive. He is just going to have to stop. He's going to have to put those devices down that is doing him harm. The things that he's doing, he's going to have to stop and grow up and become a mature man and understand that he's a father. You're not no young teenager artist out here anymore. You a grown man that got mortgages and bills and children to look after. You understand what I'm saying? Now you getting ready to be taken away and do some time, and you're gonna be away from your kids, and it's gonna further push you back in the industry, and they're not gonna respect you anymore. Like you too young. You still got enough time to make something of yourself in this business if you stop the antics. And her too. Her too. Her too. She talking about she just want a thankful Thanksgiving. Well, not with him. And not nowhere near no alcohol on both ends because he said that she was drunk. She was drunk too. It's just a sad commentary. It really is. It's a sad commentary. It's unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? To see that on Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. If I haven't said it before, and those that take the time and watch this replay, thank you so much because you don't have to. Fortunately, I am home for Thanksgiving for various reasons. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So just it's unfortunate. It is unfortunate. It really is unfortunate to see him out here. You know what I'm saying? First of all, using the vernacular that he's using, you can tell that he's stuck in a period of time in his life. He's stuck in a period of time, and it's like it's time to progress. You all have children together. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. See, this is I live my life a little bit differently, and I know everybody don't live their life like mine. But I most definitely am not don't drink. You know what I'm saying? But when you drinking that hard liquor, you know what I'm saying, that brown liquor or whatever you do, you become inebriated, and your rationale is distorted. You're not able to make good judgment, and then that's when the fights and stuff be breaking out after everybody done ate. And something happened, and it's show, and it's a fight on Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? That brown liquor be having people move so differently. You know what I'm saying? It's so erratic and just so crazy. And you've been done did something, and the next day you don't remember what happened. Now you done got yourself online because you so infatuated and so addicted to being on social media, videoing your whole life like that with your children out here. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, I go back to sometimes they have to do that to push their brand to continue the lifestyle that they're living because guess what? He been in the industry all of his life. And she's been in the industry too, one way and through association of others. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, okay, what does she do? Is she a singer? I don't know what her occupation is. I'm not here to judge her, but I don't know what Princess Love occupation is. You know what I'm saying? But she's been out here for a minute on these different reality shows linked up with him, and it's always been some type of negative connotation. Now I don't know if it's a gimmick or I don't know if that's just their natural way of how they engage with each other. But this has went to a whole nother level, and she blurted out as she was trying to take the child away. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, the video is on my channel and in my shorts. Well, one video is on my channel. There's another one in my shorts. And so she blurted out, you are a woman abuser. So if you notice, why do you continue to be in his presence? And this is not just for the kids because there's such a thing that is called supervised visits. You understand what I'm saying? You put your hands on me, that's it. It's over. I'm not dealing with you, especially repeatedly. It ain't that you done had a bad day or a bad moment. No, if you put your hands on me, it is over. But sometimes women, sometimes these type of, I can say type because I don't know her, but sometimes women are attracted and addicted to that type of lifestyle, and they have no other way or means to produce for themselves and take care of themselves. Hey, Vanessa, happy Thanksgiving. I said nothing but love your way. Thank you for joining the channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm home because of various reasons. All I'm gonna say is it's been a heck of a month. Okay. And it's all good. I'm cool with it. I'm resting. So when you are addicted to it, and again, this mirrors to me. This mirrors. I'm okay. I'm okay. I thought my Thanksgiving was gonna look a certain way. However, um, to how can I say this? We just don't want it to be awkward. So we are here. We opted to stay home. Um, because of things that have transpired, we just chose to just, celebrate separately this year. And it's okay. And I'm okay with it. And there's still love there. We still love each other, but we're just taking time right now. And it's cool. Everything is good. But I'm fine. I'm resting. I have been under the weather just a little tad, but I am progressing and getting better. I'm not gonna cook it till tomorrow because I just don't have the energy right now. So everything is good. But anyway, yeah, God's will. It's good. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I'm okay. Um, this couple, Ray J and Princess, they kind of remind me of Krishan and Blueface. That whole toxic back and forth and arguing and in the news and on reality TV going at it and infidelity, no discipline and drugs and alcohol. It's just not a good way to live your life because it always ends bad. And then you got these children that's looking at you, and the young lady, the baby she was picking up was doggone near as tall as her. So she knows what's going on and probably have seen it before. And she's carrying her out, and they go to cussing, and the baby is covering up her ears like, oh my God, here we go again. Like, it's a sad commentary. And then and so these are these children's influences in their lives. Y'all the parents. Like, this is crazy to me. And it wasn't a safe situation. You seeing your dad with a gun allegedly pointing a gun at your mama. Like, that's not good at all. You understand what I'm saying? And so these toxic situations, it's just not safe. It is just not it is just not safe at all. So I feel sorry for the children. I don't feel sorry for the adults. Because my thing is, y'all keep being in each other's presence. If it ain't no good terms, if y'all know it ain't worked out, she not Princess Love know how Ray J is. She knows through trial and tribulation with this dude that he done cheated on her. He done did this, he done did that. So no, it's not no celebrate Thanksgiving with you. You understand what I'm saying? It's too much that done happen. I don't, and I'm quite sure for at one point in time they'd have probably done had some type of family therapy or whatever, but it don't seem to be working. That young man, when I watched that video of him calling that therapist over to his house and he was drunk and drinking, and the therapist trying to get him to come off the live and trying to get him to put the bottle down, it was sad. That Ray J was out of his mind, allegedly. He was intoxicated so bad. Yeah, Ray J is a mess, and I hate to say that because he has so many opportunities. He has so many opportunities. You understand what I'm saying? To be great. He got every opportunity to be great. And I'm quite sure if he had a straightened up his life and been serious about it, then he probably could have been on tour with Brandy right now. There's no way that sister and brother team shouldn't be successful in the industry. And I'm quite sure she feels for her brother. I'm quite sure she does. And here's another incident where he all in the news now again, like acting just out of his mind. I mean, the one with the therapist, that video in my shorts with the therapist, that one is more sadder than the one I see. The video I got from my just regular video. It's sad because you can see that this man is out of his mind, and you have the resources because anytime you pay for a therapist to come to your house, oh, you got the bread to get the help that you needed, but you got to apply it. You got to want to be better. You got to want to be better. You can go to therapists all for the rest of your life, but if you don't apply it to your life and actually follow through, you can always just be sitting in the therapy room. You got to want to be better. You understand? And so when I see him like that, I was sad because I'm like, this man, he's out of his mind. He out of his mind. First of all, you inebriated. How you gonna get therapy and you inebriated? You need to be sober enough so you can understand what's going on. and then you got all these people around you all of the time. It's just a weird. I wouldn't want to be a celebrity for nothing. You understand what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to be a celebrity for nothing because it's pressure. You got all these people around you. You got people that you got to pay. You understand what I'm saying? You got to always be making some type of bread. You got to always have a certain amount of money coming in to take care of your lifestyle that you done created. That's pressure. And you can't, and he can't, you can't see, you cannot make the amount of money that you need in the industry of your choice. So now you got to go off and veer off into these antics and gimmicks to get the money that you need from social media. That's a sad commentary. So it's probably making him feel like he got low self-esteem, that he ain't made it, that he's a nobody. He's always in Brandy's shadow. You know, he probably feeling some kind of way about it. You know what I'm saying? So that pushes him to make these old crazy decisions that he's been making. But he needs somebody to sit down to him and let him know, baby, let me tell you something. Everything that you done did from up to this time until now, just you can brush it away and understand that you are still a man and that you can change your trajectory. You can change your life and do something different with your life, and you can rebrand your life and take your own self serious. He needs somebody to have that conversation with him and empower him so that he can stop this stuff. Hey, Urban, I say nothing but love your way because you deserve it. You said, now that was intentionally done by Princess. He had every right to react the way he did. However, he should have used emotional. Now, you know what? Okay, now here we go. Here we go, Urban. Here we go. Okay, let me tell you something, Urban. Let me tell you something, Urban. Let me tell you something, Urban. Everybody has responsibility in this situation. Nobody can make you do anything. You understand what I'm saying? He had the responsibility to respond in a responsible way. He had control of his response. Everybody has control of their responses in life. You understand what I'm saying? He could have easily gotten the same security or the same individual or his own security to usher them out, or just go ahead and let her take the child and go. I don't know what has transpired. Even if somebody threatened him, that was his home. I'm quite sure he got security there. He could have had security usher them people out. The mama, the kids, and all, or however it goes. Whatever legal binding agreement is in place, honor that. You know what I'm saying? If it was his day or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Enforce that peacefully. He had control of his reaction. He had to put no gun out. None of that. I don't know if nobody was threatening. He had every right to call 911. I feel threatened. These individuals in my home, and I want them out, and I don't want to create a situation. Just like she had the responsibility, and she had control of her responses, she could have very well just went home. You understand what I'm saying? All of that could have been avoided. But this happens when these two people get together. They just don't need to be in each other's presence like that. It's not no we spending Thanksgiving together. It's not none of that. You said she knew he would spend time. She knew that he wanted to spend time with his kids on Thanksgiving, and knew that he would react that way. That's why she did so. She can put a temporary restraining order on him. Here's the deal. That very well may be true, but at the end of the day, Urban, at the end of the day, everybody in the room should be responsible adults. And then at what point in time do you guys get tired of behaving like that? I mean, it's children in the building. A lot of men fall for this old. It's not a trick. Nobody's being tricked, Urban. If you know she moved like that, then why even be in her presence? Go to the courts and get some type of arrangement where you can see your kids without her. It's the whole I got to be in each other's presence. I'm gonna trigger you, you trigger me, but that whole thing. If I know you gonna come in here move a certain kind of way and trigger me, I'm not gonna be around you. I'm not gonna be around you. You're not coming to my house. We're gonna be somewhere neutral, and when things go left, I'm gonna kindly exit. And then sometimes and I think we did a video a long time ago about these baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to exit out the life for a minute. Until you can act like a responsible adult. Wasn't it you that said you gonna wait till the child get older and make his decision on if you want me to be in your life because of the toxicity of the baby mama? Like everybody has a decision to make in this situation. Whether you gonna go left or you gonna go right. But these two, they need to hang it up. It's no spending no Thanksgiving and no holidays together for no kids because it's the adults that can't act right. You can hang that up. Now he probably gonna do some time, a little bit, probation here and there, depending on the charges. It's the antics for me. Both of them are doing these antics. First of all, don't get drunk. Bro should have moved different, but he didn't have a sound man in his life. And I just was saying that he needs somebody that can sit him down and talk to him for real, for real. You understand what I'm saying? Like, make sure he get good and sober. Make sure he good and sober. Make sure that he is good and sober. Some strong men, older men, and sit him down, take him away for the weekend somewhere in a cabin, and sit down and tell him what you doing is not going to increase your longevity. What you doing it's not going to elevate you to the next level. It's not going to increase your bags. These are antics. This whole thing you think is getting you views and you getting all this bread and you think you can get you a reality show. You don't want a reality show. You want to be the owner of the package, of the talent. You want to be owner of the network. You want to be the one producing the reality show. And to my understanding, he is stepping off into that adventure. But these type of edges, it's just not gonna work. The positioning in his life and the people that's around him, he should be further along. He got to change his image. He got to change the way he's moving if that's what he wants. But see, he got some depression going on. He got a chip on his shoulder going on. He got some addictions that he need to break away from. And he needs somebody actually pouring into his life and telling him, bro, you still a man. You may not have to cross everything off of your bucket list. You may not have to went this way and went this way, but you still a man and you still got some time to go. Your life can be changed, but you're going to have to do better. And then lastly, you're gonna have to let her go. They not good for each other at all. It's too much of them pass through them. They just not good for each other. You said, yeah, I see that. Yeah, Urban, for real, for real. I think that he's talented. I think that he can succeed in the music industry, as because he so desperately wants it. He can, but he's gonna have to pull himself out of his surroundings and drop himself somewhere else in the industry and focus on the music and focus on his talent. You understand what I'm saying? And seriously give it a good shot. And he's just gonna have to walk away from her. Well, they set each other up. He was already videotaping and filming, to protect himself. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it, they so busy trying to set each other up that you done exposed your child. Now your child is out here on live. They throwing all type of accusations at each other and stuff. But my thing is, why even they've been having the same argument for a good 8 years. The same argument for 8 years. It's what the definition of insanity. Just you doing the same thing, expecting something different. No, just stop it. Just stop being around each other, honey. Y'all gonna have to go through your attorneys now because it just don't make no sense that even happened. Here you are in your own house. All of that could have been shut down by a simple 911. Well, she probably would have been, saying he did something to her and all that stuff. But you know what? Don't even look. You can have a Thanksgiving. Just let the kids come. Y'all have separate Thanksgivings. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't gonna work. Y'all trying to engage and intertwine with each other and all that stuff. No, he was arrested, but not her though. Yeah, I know he was arrested. See, it's ridiculous to me. And they too young for this. And I'm looking at her, I'm like, oh, she's so pretty. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not a good look. And I know Brandy, her mom, and them, they probably sitting back somewhere talking about, here we go again. Not that Brandy ain't had no scandal in her life, but you won't have to dig to find it. He out here reckless, and it's because he feel neglected. You know what I'm saying? He feel, he don't feel accepted, and he just willing to do these antics and come out here and do these crazy stuff, you know, to stay relevant. And you don't have to do that. Let your talent speak for itself. Let your talent speak for itself. You know what I'm saying? Just let your talent speak for yourself, and really work hard at your craft and put out some really good stuff. You know what I'm saying? People, I'm telling you right now, these music artists, these music singers, they can do whatever they want to do. But if you put out some good music, honey, black folks will forget all about that. My case in point, R. Kelly. This man allegedly had women pooping in buckets, and people still be playing his music. You know what I'm saying? That's just how black folks is. You put out something they can do the hustle too, or these girls can lift their skirt up 200, they'll forget all about all the domestic violence and the drugs, and they'll forget all about it. You said, Queen, these smarter women do weaponize their children for their selfish gain. This is happening a lot in general. It is. I agree with you. I agree. But my thing is how you gonna respond. If I was a dude, if I was a dude and I was in that situation, and the baby mama talking about something, I ain't gonna let you see your kids if you don't leave her. Okay, when he grow up, you let me know. I'll holler. Go on and put me on child support, and they could just go ahead and take the money on out so that you can get it, so I can sleep and know that I'm sending money over there so the baby can eat. But I'll talk to you later. That's just how I am. Cause you're not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna clown on me and then talk about what I can't see and all that stuff. And if okay, you an adult, you Hispanic, I know you're gonna take care of them deuces. Do I love my child? Yeah, I love my child, but I ain't gonna play no games with you. Because these be the same women that have me in print. Well, I ain't no man, but I'm just saying I'm speaking from a man point of view. They have you locked up somewhere. All because they want your pee and you with somebody else. You hear what I say? Toxicity, that toxic relationship, that back and forth, that fighting, and all that stuff for what? They ain't arguing at each other for nothing new. They arguing about something that happened 10 years ago that they can't forget about. Mm-mm. So y'all know Christmas don't even be around each other. Sure. Don't even be around each other. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Thank y'all for even coming up on here. I know y'all can be spending time with your family. Maybe y'all just listening. Cool. I appreciate that. I do. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody, what y'all been doing and supporting love. I really, really, really do appreciate it. It's crazy. When I saw that video, I'm like, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. You say, yes, that's why the content I do is so important because it's exposing these type of women and giving men game. Listen, Urban, listen, what I'm trying to tell you is don't be just homing in on the women because a man they in the room too, and they can be responding differently too. You understand what I'm saying? They both tricking each other. They both tricking each other, okay? It ain't good on both sides. It just ain't. It's not good on both sides. This girl got a daughter that should be emulating her, and a son that should be emulating the father. Neither one of them are worth considering themselves as a template or an influence or anything for no kids. They need somebody to step in so both of them can go separately somewhere and work on themselves so she can understand her self-worth and her value. He can understand his self-worth and his value and understand how are you going to raise these children moving forward because y'all doing a horrible job now. I'm just sorry. You can't explain this away. Well, baby, this is just pretend. We just out here on this pretend to make money. No, it's still not a good look. It's you're going to make this girl scared of her daddy. The daddy gonna make her scared of the daddy. You walking around swinging a gun around. This girl is old enough to where her long-term memory is set in place, and she's going to remember that. I was 4 years old, and I remember my stepfather. I remember some things. You understand what I'm saying? I remember some things. I remember some things. And it made me sad when I get in a relationship, I would never tolerate that. But somebody gonna be sniffing dirt. You understand what I'm saying? I'm never living in fear in my own home. That's not gonna never happen. You said I get on here. Oh, I got it. I read that. Wait a minute. Oh no, you said I get on here. The men too, because it's beta men and simps out here that needs to be put up on be checked too. Y'all beta and all of this stuff and all that stuff. People just need to be making a conscious decision to be good human beings. Point blank. They just need to make a conscious decision to be good human beings. And this boy right here, he's different. Ray J is hurt. You can see the pain and the hurt is he's hurt. And this is not just from Princess Love. This is family hurt. This is deep seated in internal hurt. He's crying out. It's like he need a man to come and grab him and give him a hug. Take all these devices out of his life and just give him a hug and point him in the right direction and hold his hand and walk him a little bit. That's what he need. And then he need to come out from among them. He need to come out from his surroundings and never go back. But the first step is he need to detox. He can do it. That man can do it. He can do it. He can do it. It's just that he been in it so long, but he can do it. Ray J can turn his life around. He needs somebody to guide him and hold his hand for a minute. That when I looked in that man's eyes, I said, "This boy is hurt. This ain't got nothing to do with he's hurt." And I'm not talking about the video that just came out right now. That video on my shorts when he had a therapist in the room and he was drunk. He is hurt. Oh, that's a song. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. He needs it. Irvin, that man he needs somebody to hug him for a good 20 minutes. Let him boo-hoo and cry that thing out. And then give him a plan, a blueprint of how he can come out of this and navigate his life differently. And then be there to walk him through the stuff. That's what he needs, somebody to be in his life for a good 5 years to get him there. That won't give up on him, that won't be tired of him. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be committed to do the work. Not no therapist, but he need a mentor to show him how to be a good man and a good father. And then toxic and then Princess just need to go ahead the opposite direction and get the same help. They don't never need to connect again unless it's got something to do with the kid. That's it. That's it. That's it. This boy can be turned around. It's the hurt that's pushing him in this direction. Oh, it was so sad. When I seen that short, I was like, it affected me a little bit because he just wandered around the room. I'm like, this boy is hurt. At least he knew to call the therapist. At least he knew to call the therapist. I'm telling you, therapy is good. Make sure you get you a good therapist. Therapy is good, y'all. I'm so sad. I hate to see that. I really hate to see that. I hope that you guys had. Dinner is ready now. Gotta go. Have a great day. You too, guys. Eat all of the turkey that you should be eating. Eat all the mac and cheese and all of the good stuff that you guys should be eating. Enjoy your families. If you came on here, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Nobody has to give nobody no time on Thanksgiving. Your family should be getting all of the time on Thanksgiving. You should be just looking around and being thankful of what you have around you and enjoying your family. This has been a month. This has been really something. But yeah, enjoy your family. Um, and enjoy one another. And just be thankful, guys. I hate that this happened for this dude on Thanksgiving. I really hate this. Now he in the news and in the media for some other thing now. It's just one thing after another with these two. And at this point they need to just stop. You know what I'm saying? It's clear that y'all can't be engaging like this, and it's unfortunate. It's sad. You want to see the best for them, but you know it's always something with them. So at some point you just got to give it up. Be there for the kids. Be present in the kids' life. Co-parent. But as far as y'all try to sit down and break bread together. It's a non-starter. It's a non-starter. It is a non-starter. You hear what I say? Just keep going back for it's like you going back for abuse, like you going back. She yelled out and you would abuse it to women. Well, baby, why are you there? Why you want your daughter to see that? Ain't no telling what these people kids done seen. And then they grow up and they have all these issues. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's sad. It's so sad. But he too young for this. He need to stop it. And I guess he just like forget it. I got money. I'm just gonna live my life the way I want to live my life. But you got your children who's watching you. At some point, it's like the celebrity is blending in with the real person. What's his name? Raymond. Is his name Raymond? Ray J blending in with Raymond. It's like you blending the two personas. It's sad. It really is. It really is. And whatever has got him going, honey, he's in there deep. Whatever got him going, he is in there deep. You can see the heavy addiction in his eyes. His eyes. Oh, he wasn't present there at all. He just kept saying, "What's that lady name? I forgot her name. The therapist's name, I forgot." But I got Doctor So and So here, Doctor So and So here, and she was just looking at. She was like, "Hey, okay, okay, now let's put the bottle down. We can't be doing this. We're not gonna be recording. Come on, shut it down." And he was like, I got Doc. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. And, well, you know what? And what else has struck me is that I don't know what his relationship with his mom or his dad, but apparently they or his sister, they don't have any influences on him anymore. And don't you know, back in the day, your mom and your dad was your first teacher and was your first influencer, and for the most part, honey, you listen to your mom and your dad, and it's like even grown men, if their mama told them something, they would just do it. But in this situation, it's like I'm quite sure they just thrown their hands up. They just thrown their hands up. It's a sad commentary. Sad commentary. Hopefully, you know what? I want to see if I can share this video of the when he was in the therapist's office. Let me see if I can. Let me see. Let me see if I can share it. I don't know if I can though. Sometimes, see, I don't know. I don't know if I can. You used to get. Hold on. Oh, let me see. Background. No, I ain't trying to do no background. I'm just trying to add the file. This is a file, right? Let me see. No, no music. No more music. See, this the way they when people say that they have changed YouTube, they have. I mean, not YouTube, but they have changed it tremendously. No, I ain't trying to do that. Mm-mm. Yeah, I don't know how to do it. Let's see. No, it's not gonna let me do it. Let me see. Mm-mm. No, it's not gonna let me do it on my mobile device, but it'll let me do it on my laptop. So I don't know what's going on. But yeah, if y'all go on my shorts, I'll put it on my shorts. It's so sad. It's so sad, and you just gotta think about if you look at Brandy and you look at Ray J, there is most definitely a stark difference. You know what I'm saying? There's a stark difference there. And just how they manage themselves publicly. Um, like Brandy, she can get that tour. You know what I'm saying? And I'm quite sure he's like, probably wanting to do that or just be a part of that. but she's probably scared to attach him to certain things because she got to feed her kids too. You know what I'm saying? And it's always been like some type of separation. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, I do know they did collab on yeah, I see Philly Phil is getting ready to cover the story too. I see I see that they did collab when when she was on Moesha. Um briefly. They did collab. He was on there briefly, you know? And he did pretty good. He did pretty good. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that lifestyle, and when you and then that whole situation in his life, like I feel like Ray J had to grow up fast. That whole situation, him in a last situation with Whitney Houston, I said to myself, that was the oddest, the oddest like connection. You know what I'm saying? The way he broke down at her funeral, I'm like, were they really in love? Like, were they really in a real thing? Like, were they really in a real? Like, this is the weirdest thing. So he's always been in some type of weird situation. Like, I saw him one time. He did an interview with Nicki Minaj. That was the strangest interview. His personality is kind of eccentric and strange and odd. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, okay, well, you don't know. Sometimes it's hard to understand if he's being serious or if he's, or if this is a gimmick or something. You know, it's like, where's the, he has so many facades and layers on top of him. It's like, where's the real Ray J? You know what I'm saying? Where's the real Ray J? But anywho, I thought I would just come out here and cover this story, lightweight. And I'm quite sure we'll get TMZ probably got a hold of it and probably get all of the details and the charges in the next coming hours or so like that. But it just shocked me that, I mean, we see him and we hear about it in the papers, but to actually see this interaction with them and it be on such a level, where you sit up there with a gun in your hand on social media with your kids in the next room. Like, come on, anything could have happened. You know what I'm saying? Anything in that scuffle, you know what I'm saying? Anything could have happened. You're not protecting your children. Now, we don't know all of the details, so we don't know. I don't know what was not. Urban said that this was provoked and that was provoked, and that maybe she provoked. I don't know, but still, you still got a weapon in your hand. Like, that ain't safe, and you in close proximity of your children. You got to do better. You got to think better, and she do too. She do too. Like, y'all, come on. They need to stop. They too young for that. They too young for that. And then, and then all of this is leading up to some type of reality show. Probably, allegedly. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because when they behave like this, it'd be like a cash cow to some of these network people. They're not trying to give you the opportunity to tell your story. They is trying to market you, and they are trying to take advantage of you, and they try to get their own back off of you and your behaviors. It's the buffoonery for me. You understand what I'm saying? It's a catch-22. You out here making a fool of yourself, but you need the money. Mm-mm. This is so sad to see them like that. What was really bothering me is she's sitting there holding her baby, trying to get out the house, and he's walking around with a gun in his hand. Like, what are you doing? The first thing you do is put the gun down. You close to your child. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, stop. I need you to stop. It's sad. It is so sad and unfortunate, guys. So yeah, just keep them in y'all prayers. I feel like we are watching a young version of Whitney and Bobby. Although Princess Love ain't got no talent like Whitney Houston, but I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? We just watching it play out. Like, are y'all kidding me? It's so many bad decisions that was made in that video. Like, bro, come on, y'all. Y'all got kids in the other room and y'all up here scuffling. You got a weapon in your hand. Like, come on. Come on. It's ridiculous to me. It's ridiculous to me. They got to do better. So everybody need to be praying and thinking, excuse me, thinking good thoughts about Ray J. Maybe some of that good vibe will go on over there. Why he's sitting up in there in probably the county jail. Hopefully he'll sober up. And maybe this will be something where he can change his life because he's gonna get some backlash over this area. Companies are not gonna continue to rock with you like that, whether they be urban companies, black owned companies, lightweight. They're not gonna continue to connect with you like that because you tarnish their brand by that. When you go to talk about kids and weapons and stuff, they ain't gonna want to be bothered with you. How long you think, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna continue to get money off of these type of antics? After a while, ain't nobody gonna want to do business with you. You hear what I say? That's ridiculous. One bad decision can mess your life up. That could have went all the way left, for real. That could have went all the way left. Like that was so crazy. And you out here tussling and scuffling, and she trying to get the kid. That's what I'm saying. Like, be for real. You already know something gonna transpire because of y'all history. Just have 2 Thanksgivings. I'm sorry. It's not gonna be no y'all forget Christmas. Okay. For real. Hang Christmas up. Shoot, one of y'all do Christmas Eve and the other one do Christmas. Cause y'all can't be in the same room like that. Cause that's just plain ridiculous. And I'm quite sure, I'm saying, after all is said and done, the courts are going to look at this, and somebody need to intervene to take some custodies or something until y'all can get y'all stuff together. Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. He calling her, said she gonna be driving the kids home drunk, and she talking about he a woman abuser. Well, ain't nobody right in the room then. Ain't nobody right in the room. Like, oh my God. That's sad. It's sickening. Sad and sickening, guys. Sad and sickening. And you notice they having Thanksgiving dinner, but I'm quite sure. Okay, I don't know for sure. But I'm just saying, I'm wondering. Maybe I should say, I wonder, was the parents there? Was Brandy there in the house somewhere? Was the grandma there somewhere in the house? I know that Princess Love, they said her cousin was there. Who else? Was anybody on Ray J's side of the family there at the Thanksgiving dinner? Because I want to say I'm about 75% sure that nobody was there on his side. Like, where is the rational adults at in this situation? Now, I did hear a male's voice. I don't know who that was in the video, but I did hear a male voice who was trying to de-escalate the situation. And I did hear Ray J was telling somebody, back up, I'll kill you. I'll kill. Just looking at Ray J, and I ain't passing judgment, but sometimes people who are not, men who are not tall, statuesque, they had a short man complex where they got to prove a point that they like a raw dog, rock roller. He like, I'll kill you. I'm like, you your kid in the room. How are you even thinking about discharging a firearm when you got your child is in the room, your children are in the room? That just don't make no sense to me. Kill you. You finna kill who? In front of your kids? Like, bro, go somewhere. Sometimes people can be all barking, no bite. You understand? It's just a sad, crazy. That's a craziness on Thanksgiving 2025. Sad. I'm not laughing at them, but I'm just laughing at the antics. Like, this is crazy. What led up to the moment where you feel like you got to be walking around with a gun? Well, didn't they say that one of his houses did get robbed? That is the downfall of being on live and flashing your blink and flashing your stuff. People they come and try to rob you, but I think one of his houses did get robbed. Maybe that's why he had the gun out. I don't know, but that's sad to me. It's sad to me to see all of that. A young couple, I he could be going in so many different directions right now. If I was Brandy's siblings, you understand what I'm saying? I will be somewhere trying to do something other than this. Like, I will be, if you ain't gonna sing, be a producer, be a writer. The writers, writers make the most money in the music industry. The produce, not the producers, but the The record label and the writers, they make the most money in the industry. I'll be somewhere. You think Candy Burns in her situation with her being divorced? Do you think that Candy Burns is broke? Do you think she living off of SWV money? No. Candy Burris is a prolific writer. She has written some of the most epic songs in R&B histories, and she's getting a check for them. That's why she ain't gonna have to worry about nothing. She's gonna always be getting the bag forever, because she's a songwriter. That's a very smart woman, and people they be sleeping on Candy, but she's very smart. You know what I'm saying? And Ray J need to be doing the same thing. If you can't sing like Brandy, at least write like something. Something. Do you hear what I say? But don't embarrass the brand. I think the family would take him in a little bit more if he wouldn't be just out here embarrassing himself like this. Bro, what are you doing? It's Thanksgiving. What are you doing? What is everybody in the room doing? What are they doing? Like, why are you behaving like this? It's so sad. It's so stupid. Oh my God. It's crazy, guys. Well, I thought I would cover this story, guys. Thank you for everyone who tuned in and took a little bit of time away from your Thanksgiving to come see about Little Old Queen. Thank you. I appreciate that. I said nothing but love your way. And remember to do something nice for somebody if it ain't nothing but give a brief smile or put the gun away. Open the car door. You know what I'm saying? Say a silent prayer. Because guess what? You're going to reap what you sow. This is your Queen Clayleen saying happy Thanksgiving and be great. Bye-bye.